It's okay.
Are we live?
Oh, I think.
Hello. If you guys
be.
can hear us, give us 1 second so we can make sure we're good to go on our phone. We're having a bit of technical difficulty. Sorry about that. There we are. Hello, everybody. I'm Kirsten from Lambie's Nursery. This is Ethan.
Hello, I'm Ethan.
So we've been wanting to do this podcast live stream on a weekly basis, but today
we keep having hiccups. Our original plan was Sunday at noon.
Pacific time.
Yep, and that has not worked at all. Last week it was Saturday night. To this time it's like Sunday evening-ish.
Yeah.
So
we'll try to get better at this. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes, we keep having life things that come up that we need to stick to our schedule. Our
friends over on TikTok have had a lot to say to me today. A few of them are quite upset that I haven't posted any videos this weekend. Do you want to tell them why I've been so quiet this weekend?
Yeah, it's the same reason why my hands are all dirty and stuff like that. So we've been having vehicle issues.
So many vehicle issues this weekend.
So I had to take apart stuff underneath my Jeep and fix that.
I had to help him with that. That was all Friday night.
Yep. And then, what was it? Yesterday, not that anybody cares, but vehicles have a warranty. And once those vehicles get out of that warranty, they're no longer covered for maintenance issues and stuff like that. And Kirsten's Jeep has had just issue after issue.
Yeah, ever since I first got it, within the first month or two, it's had so many issues.
And we don't know anybody else has had that kind of problem. So what we decided is we were just going to go ahead and get a new one. Yeah. So we had this specific engine, a specific trim level, all these things that we wanted, and that specific color too. Like one. Yeah,
we were being so specific, and we were searching within like a 400 mile radius within our house trying to find this Jeep. We finally found it today, and we bought it.
Yep, we found it about an hour from here, and we ended up buying it. Also, it was crazy. There was nobody waiting at least according to what we were looking at, there was nobody waiting in the chat. And then we started up, and then everybody's here. We're already up to 30 people. That's awesome.
Hi, everybody. So we were just explaining.
Puerto Rico.
Oh,
wow. From Puerto Rico.
So we were just explaining why I haven't been making videos this weekend and why we're late today. And that is because I got a new Jeep. Because we have had a lot of car problems this weekend.
Yeah, we have. So I know a lot of people are coming in right now, but basically this weekend has been wild because we've
both our Jeeps broke on the same day.
Yeah. Mine, it was, I think, Thursday night. It started having issues.
Yeah, and then Friday morning, my Jeep decided to break again.
Yep. So we had to fix all that pretty quick. Luckily, I'm a makeshift mechanic, I guess. So I was able to fix everything enough to get them moving at least. And then we had 2 Jeeps and a truck. And now we traded in
2 Jeeps.
Yep, we traded in the 1 Jeep and 1 truck for Kirsten's Jeep.
So I used to have a 4-door Jeep, so I had this back seat that was easy to get to, and now I don't. So videos might be a little weird as I try to figure out, or videos that include cars might be a little weird while I try to figure this out.
If you're wondering what Kirsten's Jeep looks like, her new one, it kind of looks like this. It's got like smaller tires, not a lift, but it'll eventually look more like this.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the star on the door. It's going to have a turtle on the door.
Yes.
So.
And we keep toy Jeeps around the house everywhere. So.
We are a big Jeep family. I even have a Jeep tattoo. Like, that is my very big interest besides Disney and dolls. But people aren't here for Jeeps. We should talk about what we're actually here for.
What are we actually here for, Kirsten from Lambie's Nursery?
So on our first live, we kind of hinted at that I have had a lot of trouble with selling, with giveaways, with trades. So we were going to talk about all the horror stories I have accumulated in the 3 years I've been in the reborn hobby. Does that sound fun?
It sounds like the time of my life. And I know for the first, she's moving, but for the first live we did, Daisy had to be right by my feet the entire time, and it appears she's probably going to end up doing that this time as well.
Oh, my mom has a very, very big question, and for that, Mom, we're going to schedule an appointment. And then they'll put them on my new Jeep.
Yep, we got it in writing. They'll put the tires.
Yeah.
Kirsten's old Jeep had really nice tires, so we wanted to make sure the old tires go on the new Jeep. So we have it in writing that they will do that. It was a Sunday, so their whole mechanic place
We
was
always
down.
buy Jeeps on a Sunday.
Yeah,
we need a Jeep
weird.
account so we can tell like all our Jeep stories.
Yeah.
But I don't want to bore you guys anymore. So let's talk about the very first trade I did.
And then get sidetracked and talk more about Jeeps.
I know. It's just a Jeep weekend.
Yeah, it is.
So I was really new to the hobby and I had bought a Saskia. Actually, I had just had surgery. It's September 2018, and I just bought a beautiful Saskia, and she was a custom, so it took a while.
Saskia?
A Saskia. I don't want to go upstairs and get a Saskia, but she is a kit, a reborn doll sculpt. She has a little bit of an open mouth. One of her fingers points up. She's very, very famous in the reborn community. Anyways, I ordered one custom. Took her a while to get there, and when she got here, she was just so rough and I don't know. I just was not in love.
I'm just trying to see if there's a way on the because we're using a different means of live streaming now. We're using my computer. I'm trying to see if there's a way to close the chat because again, we're trying to talk, and I know we keep reading everything while we're.
And that's also why things are so dark. Like I'm looking at the screen and I can see how dark things are, and I am so sorry, guys. We're still
trying to figure life out.
Yeah, it'll probably take us a few tries before it looks perfect.
I keep interrupting your story.
That's okay.
Tell me more
it's
about
not very
your
entertaining.
That's what we're here to talk about. We're talking about scams and terrible experiences.
Yeah.
And Ethan getting so mad he flips a table over. Stay tuned for that part.
Okay.
Tell me more.
You remember this though. So I bought the doll. She came. I don't even think I never put her up as a box opening. I never put her up on YouTube or Instagram or anything because when I got the doll, she was just so rough and there was no interest, no bond. I didn't really like the doll. So I think eventually when I had enough energy and I was like, I think Ethan came out and we did a Disney trip. And then I was like, I have enough energy to try to sell this doll. So I think I put her up on Instagram for sale or for trade. And someone messaged me and she was like, I'm in love with this doll. I have to have this doll. There is no way I cannot have this doll. Please trade me. And I don't know. I just wanted to be nice. I felt bad because I had her dream doll and she really wanted it. And I guess I felt like I didn't need the money or something. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, let's trade.
I remember this entire time everything was going on because I was out in Florida at the time, and Kirsten, she was in Hawaii at the time. We live in California now. Anyways, she's telling me everything that's happened. I'm like, this just sounds so bad. Like Kirsten is trading this really fancy, expensive doll for are you just looking at yourself in the?
No, I'm looking at the chat. Your dad's being silly.
Don't listen to my dad. He's a crazy person. But yeah, I just remember the whole time I'm like, this sounds so bad. Like it does not sound like this is gonna go well.
I don't think I even asked how old they were. Come to find out, they were like 15 or 16.
Yeah. So, anyways, the person inquires about it. They're like, of course, I'll give you my really expensive doll for something that's practically worth nothing.
Well, I didn't talk about what she agreed to. She was a beginning reborn artist, and she agreed to make me a doll. So that's what we were gonna go with. I think I picked down another Saskia. She picked down the eyes. It was going to be bald. And yeah. So I think our agreement was I was about to go on vacation to see you.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the plan. That was we were going to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
With you and your family.
I think this was like maybe a week before we went on our trip. And I remember I was like, how should this work? How should shipping work? Because I don't want to really take the doll with me under the plane and then ship it from Florida. So I talked to her about this and she seemed just so bummed out that I wasn't going to be shipping the doll, I guess, while I was on my trip. So I was like, I'm just going to do you a solid and do you a favor. You can have the doll early. I'm sure it'll be fine. And I sent her the doll before I went on my trip.
Note also, you're sending it to Canada, right?
I was sending it to Canada.
And she was shipping it from Hawaii. And if none of you guys have lived in Hawaii, shipping things from Hawaii
it can
is
be
very
quite
expensive.
Slow.
Yeah, expensive and slow. And also, if you're shipping it to
Canada
not the United States,
can be
it's gonna
expensive
be
and slower.
yes, right, right, Kinsley.
Yes, that's right. Ethan, you're so smart.
Do you think I could be a ventriloquist?
Maybe.
I'm Kinsley. I think Ethan is the coolest.
I feel so bad for
Your
her. She's so
hair.
dark on the
Ethan.
screen.
Ethan, I'm so jealous of your hair.
Oh, thank you, Kinsley. That's very sweet of you to say. But you know what? Your hair looks pretty good too.
Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate that.
I don't know if you guys can tell. Look at Daisy's down here at that table. She's so cute. I don't remember what we were talking about. Shipping
I
dolls.
do.
Okay, so she shipped the doll.
I did.
You shipped the doll.
I did ship the doll.
You did.
So I shipped it a few days to a week before I went out to Florida. And then when I got out to Florida, we were hanging out. Everything was perfect. We hadn't seen each other in a little while at least. And then we went to Disney and we were there for maybe a week. And then like the day we got back, this girl starts freaking out and she's like, the doll isn't here yet. It has been a week and a half to 2 weeks. Give me my doll. And the whole time she's acting like I am the one driving the USPS truck to her house and that I should just drive there faster. But if you haven't shipped things before, fun fact, that's not how it works, unfortunately.
Also, just so you guys know, Kirsten is not a delivery truck driver. Believe it or not, she doesn't drive cross country in a delivery truck.
I do not. Yeah, she starts freaking out. I remember I was calling USPS every day, a couple times a day.
While you're on vacation trying to visit me, which we only saw so much. And also, I was getting ready to go on a work vacation to a desert in the middle of nowhere
Remember,
months.
We're in the military, so hint, hint, hint at what was happening. So I'm already really stressed. The person I loved was about to go somewhere really scary. I only get to see them a few months out of the year. Well, not even that, a lot less at the time.
Yeah, it was a very stressful situation. And then she was like,
this girl was so mad at me and everything I did. She was just so mad. At one point, she was asking me how much money I was going to give her for this doll being lost. And also the website went down. Websites go down sometimes. It's just a part of the internet. And she freaked out and was blaming me that the USPS.com just glitched up and went out. It was insane. I feel like a couple times a day I was getting an angry message from her.
Yeah. I just remember you being really stressed the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was hard to go do stuff because you were constantly
I didn't know
afraid.
if I was going to have to drop everything to call the post office again.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So
then
at
what point did she threaten to come to our house?
I don't know. I don't think it was me and you had gotten engaged, and then I got on a plane the next day after we got engaged, and I'm still dealing with all this.
Should we tell the engagement story?
That'll off track us, I think.
We're doing a terrible job. But yeah, at the end of her vacation, it was Valentine's Day, and I proposed, and there's a huge story behind that. Let us know in the chat if you want to hear about how romantic Ethan is. But we'll go ahead and continue the story.
Yeah, so I get home, and I think it's a few days later, and it was more than a few days later. It was 2 days after my birthday. So my birthday is about 2 weeks after Valentine's Day. And it's 2 days after my birthday, and I finally tell her, hey, because somewhere before we even went to Disney, so weeks and weeks beforehand, she had finished the doll, and she just sent me this picture of the doll's head, and it said shipped. And that's all it said was shipped. She didn't give me a tracking number or any proof she had shipped it. So a month goes by, and I'm like, hey, I gave you a tracking number. I know the doll's lost. No, she had gotten the doll. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so confused on where I am. So before my birthday, probably a few days after Valentine's Day, the doll shows up at her house. She loves it. Then about a week and a half later, I think I told her, hey, I'm so happy you got your doll, but where's mine? You didn't give me a tracking number. Can I have a tracking number? And she spent days and days saying, oh, I lost it. Oh, I ate it. Oh, it's in my wallet. There was always a new story on where this tracking number was. Until finally she just comes clean and she's like, I'm going to Florida soon, and I was just going to show up at your fiance's house and give him the doll. And that was my plan the whole time. That's why I didn't ship it. And I'm glad she finally came clean. But I spent weeks with this girl harassing me, and she had never sent my doll.
Yep. She was just holding on to it.
Yeah, and it took her about a month after that to finally send the doll. And I think at that point, we weren't mad that there was no doll. I think I was just mad that she was going to show up at Ethan's house and be like, here's a doll, because I kind of thought that was creepy.
That would have been an even more fun story if it happened.
Yeah, especially because you were about to go away. So what would have happened if
my roommate would have answered the door and then we'd been like, I don't know who you are, and then close the door.
Close the door in her face.
So, yeah, that was a wild story. But didn't that story lead you into meeting somebody really cool?
Yes. So that's actually how I met Chelsea from Pumpkin Sparkles Babies. I was so upset, and I made a few videos really upset at the time of this all happening. And so she texts me on Instagram, and she's like, hey, this is all crazy and sucks. Let's be friends. And we became friends. She actually made me a replacement Saskia, and that was a beautiful and wonderful baby. And now I have yet another Saskia, which is my fourth.
Yeah. I remember whenever Chelsea first messaged you and she's like, hey, I want to make you a doll. And Kirsten had just went through all this craziness with this other person.
So I was pretty much like, no, go away.
Yeah, she was texting me and she's like, I think this person's going to try to rob me again. And I'm like,
I was
she
really
sounds like a genuine person. Like,
yeah. But I was really
worst that
thinking
can
about
happen?
leaving the hobby. I was thinking about leaving YouTube and never coming back because this was just so horrible to me.
Yeah, it was a pretty terrible experience. And then Chelsea came in and she had like these, I just imagine like these angelic wings. She was like flying. She was like flying into your life. And she was like, I will fix everything. So she made you a doll and you had all this new hope and everything like that. And this new motivation. And
pretty much my whole life kind of changed, as weird as that sounds. But Chelsea like gave me hope again. And here I am still here.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Oopsie, I see this one. We're going to go ahead and give that one a hide.
And all right, so that happened. And
so what else?
What else? What's another story? Mark that one off. Bad trade. What's bad trade mean?
Oh, that was the one.
Same story?
Yeah, that was the same story. Sorry about that. So I didn't mean to mark that one off. But do you guys know what a real care baby is?
I don't know what a real care baby is.
So
Kirsten from Lambie's Nursery, please tell me. So
when you're in this place called high school, there's this class called Child Development.
What's high school like? I've never went to it because I was homeschooled. So.
He's not kidding.
Yeah, I was homeschooled, and I don't know what school is like. Actually, I don't know how to read. Whenever I'm looking at the comments, I'm kind of just guessing. So it's hard.
It is hard. So there's this class in school called Child Development.
School.
Yeah, school. This magical place that isn't magical at all.
When I was a kid, I always thought it'd be so cool to have a locker. You know?
It's not that I never used one.
You can like open it and put stuff in there, and I just imagined reality was basically like a sitcom, like how sitcoms are. I just imagined school was you could only see school from one perspective because the other side was the soundstage. That was reality for me. I didn't know how reality was.
Hi, Trisha Taylor. I am a smart aleck. I'm also really sarcastic. It's a part of being Kirsten. I'm so sorry, especially if you're the person from TikTok who's calling me a smart aleck earlier. I really am sorry if my content offends you. And
it's okay. It'll be all right. But in the comments, you guys should tell me what it's like to be in high school because I don't know. Let's continue this real care baby story.
Okay, so there's this class called Child Development. Yeah, Child Development. And in my school, what
are classes?
And in my school, it was an elective, so you didn't have to take Child Development, but it taught you all about babies, don't get pregnant as a teenager, all this great stuff. And there was this baby doll we had to take home for a whole weekend. And
take care of the dogs. The dogs are being rowdy. Hold on. I'll let Kirsten talk. Here, talk to Kinsley. She's listening.
So the doll will cry, and you're supposed to take care of it. You have like this armband to make it stop crying, and you'll feed it, you'll change its diaper, do whatever it needs. But the teacher programs it with a remote. That's how she tells it, hey, you're going to run from Friday night till Sunday evening or something. And the remote's pretty cool. So when I started collecting reborns again, I got one of these dolls because I absolutely loved it in high school. I thought the doll was cute. How about that? I don't think I liked waking up all night, but I did think the doll was cute. And so I got another one. I joined the reborn hobby. Here comes Ethan.
I'm back. Hi. Took care of the dogs.
But last summer, I decided I didn't use it. It was time for it to go to a new home. And when I went to a new home, I put it on eBay, and there was this woman, and she refused to pay. It took her like a week to pay.
Oh my.
And the whole time she was like giving me all these excuses and was like, my credit card doesn't work anymore. My husband ate the card, all these crazy out there excuses. And she was like, just send the doll anyways. I promise to pay you. I promise to pay you. And
how did that make you feel?
Sorry, I totally just lost track. Eventually eBay did give her like one last notice that if you don't pay, we're gonna give the doll to somebody else. So she finally paid. And on my listing, like I listed everything the doll came with. I took lots and lots of pictures. And I explicitly said, like in 2 or 3 different places, the doll does not come with the remote. So the doll gets there, and about an hour after it gets there, I'm getting a ton of messages from her. And she's like, you didn't send the remote. You said you were going to send the remote. I demand a refund. And I was like, here's a screenshot of the description where I said 3 times, it does not come with the remote. And she made a claim with eBay and was like, this was not as described. eBay believed her. I kept trying to call her, but the pandemic was going on. Or not call her, excuse me, call eBay. But the pandemic was going on, so eBay didn't have people in to call or answer their phones. So I had to go through this whole thing and had to accept her refund. And then she never sends a doll. She puts in a fake tracking number, not making this up. She puts in a fake tracking number, and 2 months later, she's like, the doll arrived. You need to give me my refund. So I went to eBay, and eBay was like, you put in a fake tracking number. What are you doing? She doesn't have to give you a refund. So I never got the doll back. Don't know where that lady is. I know she's threatened me a couple times after, but I have her blocked. So
I have some interesting conversational side note here. Based off of the chat, your mom says that whenever you don't look at the chat, I'm telling you the story. Your mom says that when you had a real care baby, that she was the one that ended up taking care of it.
I don't think so. I don't remember because you had an armband. So
I had to stay close to you.
Yeah.
Did they lock it on your hand like an ankle bracelet?
Well, no, the armband was the only way to take care of the doll. So I don't know. It was when I was 14, so I guess she could have taken care of it. I just don't see how, because they didn't give out the babysitting bracelet, so I was the only one with the bracelet. I know I took it to the church nursery with me, and I did the church nursery thing with it.
Your mom says you had an ROTC function, and also.
I remember. I did. I was in ROTC back then, and I had a drill meet or an award ceremony. But so my parents had it in the back seat with them, waiting for it to turn on, and I guess it started crying. But they didn't have an arm bracelet to take care of it, so it was just screaming.
It was just screaming. Perfect. She said you had to take it out for dinner before.
I don't know if I took it out for dinner. I took it to church with me, though.
Oh, your mom says it didn't start screaming.
Oh. She
says it was perfect and good, just like I was when I was a child.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
I think I was actually, and I know my dad's in the chat, so he can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was a perfect baby because they would like vacuum and run construction equipment, and my dad would be like in the living room with like a jackhammer. And I would just sleep right through it and be perfectly fine. But from
the stories I've heard, is even if you were a good baby, you were the naughty kid.
The naughty kid? No, I was perfect. You know how I was talking about earlier where Chelsea came into your life with these angelic wings and she just like breathed this life into the world? That was I feel like that was kind of like me when I was a kid.
You never hit your brothers with toys?
What's your next story? Here, I'll read the chat. You go ahead and start telling me the next story.
Let me see what the next one was. So, some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I also collect Tamagotchis. I don't collect them as much anymore, but I used to. back way before I met Ethan, when I was like 19 or 20, I sold a few on eBay. All my stories come from eBay. I really need to get off eBay. I'm bad at selling on it.
From what I've seen, eBay has a lot of interesting people.
Yeah.
I've used eBay before to buy lots of stuff, but then also it seems like a lot of people will use it to try to con
Scam
people.
because
and
it's
stuff like that.
pretty. I don't know. Anyway, so I sold some Tamagotchis on eBay. I boxed them up all real nice, and I'm 19 or 20, and I'm like, I have pink tape. Pink is a pretty color. So on the outside of the box, instead of like using clear packing tape, I used pink tape because I'm 19 or 20 and dumb. But everything inside the box is perfect. The Tamagotchis get there, and the person demands a refund because I used pink tape on the box instead of clear tape. And they didn't want anyone in their family to know they had ever bought something that had pink tape on it.
Yeah, that seems like that I would be also scarred from that if somebody sent something with pink tape. I don't know.
You know, I've gotten boxes that have like stickers all over it, like a little kid went and decorated the box, and I've never been like, give me a refund. I've just always been like, it's a box. I didn't buy the box.
I'm actually terrified of the word Amazon. So if I ever receive a package with the word Amazon on it, I will probably ask for a refund.
Okay.
Yeah. And would you like to know why?
Why?
Why I'm terrified of the word Amazon? So there I was, 16 years old, out on a safari adventure in the Amazon rainforest.
In Illinois?
No, in the Amazon rainforest, okay? And I was chopping through. Does the Amazon rainforest have vines?
Sure.
With vines with my machete. And I tripped.
Oh, I'm sorry you tripped.
Yeah. So that's why I'm terrified.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like I had to justify that because you can't just, be terrified of the word Amazon for no reason, right? Do we want to go back to talking about Jeeps again?
Why?
Well, I was thinking, how you said that you're not a mail delivery person?
Mm-hmm. Now I drive a boy Jeep.
Well, the old Jeeps used to deliver the mail.
They did.
And they were white. Your Jeep's white. We could put USPS on the side of it.
Yeah.
And just drive around and give random people packages.
Then it would make sense when people say, my doll isn't here yet, give me a refund.
We should put USPS on the side of your Jeep and then just pick up people's packages that have already been delivered and just kind of shuffle them around a little bit. What do you think?
That sounds illegal.
Is that a federal crime? Somebody Google that.
Probably.
So I'm joking though. We're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that. I do have big plans for my Jeep, but it isn't going to be
committing crimes.
Yeah, probably not.
No crimes. What do you think, Kinsley?
Oh, Ethan, I think that's a really good idea. Wow, what a cool idea.
Why do you move your head around every single time you talk? It's weird. All right,
So,
do we have more stories, or are we
we
running out of
do.
stories?
We do. Do you have any stories you can think of first, though?
That I've been scammed before?
Or even, like, just these...
Like the Amazon rainforest story?
No, like, any of the crazy things that have happened to me. Do you remember any
that have
other
happened?
ones?
So, do I have any crazy
Like for the
stories
reborn
of things
hobby?
that have happened to you? Oh, boy.
From, like, selling and buying in the reborn hobby that you remember?
I usually try to block them out. Whenever you're like, hey, I'm going to spend $1,000 on this doll, I usually just try to not remember that in my life.
That's not what I'm talking about. But I do have a story, and that is what happened back in November and December when I tried to do a giveaway.
What happened when you tried to do a giveaway, Kirsten from Lambie's Nursery?
Well, so I was dumb. I'm just going to admit that off the bat. I was so dumb here. I didn't know how to really do a giveaway, so I was just like, oh, the winner. I'll just put my email out there and the winner can email me. Nothing will go wrong, right? I'm dumb.
I never knew why you did that. Like, why just put your email out there? Anybody could email you.
I know.
I didn't question it, though. She knows more about this stuff than I do. I just show
I guess I didn't really know how to do
a
a giveaway. I've done my research since then, and I now know how to, like, do it better, but I didn't then. And I was like, oh, their name will probably be the same name on YouTube or something similar, so it'll go right.
The world is just candy canes and lollipops for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And so I do that. I announce the winner, and the email I got was from a person with the same name. And I was like, cool, that's great. Give me your address. I'll give you a doll. I'll ship it out tomorrow. And then someone on YouTube gets a hold of me and they're like, hey, this person, their account, they just started it yesterday. This is not the same person. And I was like, oh my God, like, you're right. So I told the person, hey, I'm so sorry, but it seems like you've lied to me. So you will not be getting a doll. And so I tell everybody that happened and let them know the winner hasn't been drawn. We're still waiting on the winner. And I think within a few hours, I got another email that was like that. And I believe them because this one looked a bit more legit. And I started getting all these emails after I got their address. And they're like, just kidding. My mom told me to tell you that I lied to you. I'm not really this person. I'm somebody else. And you know what you do when somebody shows you your true colors? You'll believe them, right? All of a sudden, after I say, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Why would you do that? You're not going to get the doll. They start emailing me for hours and hours, telling me all these horrible things that I should do to myself and how much they hate me, how much they want the doll. And they're doing this all over the place. They're doing this on YouTube. They're doing this by email. They're doing this on Instagram. They're just being super, super kind. I think that's all that happened. I know a lot of people did.
Well, didn't they switch their story up at one point?
Yeah, they switched their story and claimed that they got hacked. I think.
And then they told you.
They kept saying, I'm the real winner. I got hacked and somebody else was saying they were lying. It wasn't me.
Yeah, well, this is the same one where they're like, you should send it to this person.
Oh, yeah. They were trying to tell me to send it to somebody else at the same address, just a different name, saying that person really, really wants the doll and they should deserve it.
Yeah, they just happen to have the exact same address as this person. So.
And, they're also just threatening me and just being nasty. And I'm also getting all kinds of other emails from people claiming to be the winner, but nobody was as.
Be like.
Oh, our connection is unstable. Are we still on there?
I think so. I think we're still on there. It looks like we are. We're good because I'm watching myself on this other screen right now.
Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, where were we going with this?
We were talking about. So there I was in the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah. We were talking about the bad giveaway.
I had this like sick get up on.
Okay, I'm going to keep talking about the giveaway.
That was like 12 feet long. Okay. No? All right. We're going to drink. And this 2 machetes in each hand and was just chopping through vines, saving kids from death.
So I had to cancel the giveaway because the winner never came forward. And I ended up making sure the doll went to a good home. That doll is very, very loved, but it was just, that's probably the most craziest thing that has ever happened on YouTube was that person thinking I was born yesterday and would believe that they were hacked and that I should just send it to the same address, different name. Because I really, really wanted it.
About 4 or 5 times a day, Kirsten will come to me and she'll tell me like, hey, these are all the crazy comments and stuff I've gotten within the last hour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's ridiculous. People are terrible. And then I remember whenever this happened, it was especially ridiculous. It was super ridiculous.
Because it was not only them thinking I was, let's just face it, stupid, but they were also telling me to do really violent things to myself just for fun. They were cussing me out. It was just ridiculous.
It was. Like
normally I just get people demanding free dolls or calling me stupid, calling me all kinds of neat things.
Don't say anything specific.
Yeah, don't say anything
specific.
It's fine. And I get it. I do get it. People have to get out their frustration somehow. But that one was just crazy. Because that wasn't just getting frustrations out.
Would you like to know how I get my frustration out? It's not chopping down vines with machetes.
Oh.
No, it's getting mad whenever I break stuff, whenever I'm trying to fix my Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a fun weekend. It's been a great
weekend. His hands are still dirty. He's washed them. He's taken like 5 showers. Like, you have done everything to get that grease out.
I don't even have fingernails and there's dirt underneath my fingernails. I don't know how
it's been a crazy weekend.
Anyways.
I just try not to have angry feelings. But that's a losing battle.
Yeah.
Okay, so recently I just sold Grayson by Bonnie Brown. I have a TikTok up of me packing him up, and that probably happened last week. sometime last week I put them out. No, it was before my mom's birthday. Yeah, it was like the day before my mom's birthday. I shipped this doll out. And yeah, I have the person upset with me that it's not arriving there as soon as they'd like because USPS is just going so slow right now. And that, I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad that USPS sucks, but I also feel like as a seller,
Whoa.
I can't, my Jeep isn't a USPS truck.
When you compare USPS to FedEx, USPS wins every single time.
Yeah.
So be careful with that.
Okay, they don't suck.
As bad as FedEx.
It's just, I get that they're slow sometimes, and I get that that's not fun. I just feel really bad when people try to paint it as the seller's fault because it's not the seller's fault. The seller does not have a USPS white Jeep, you know?
Actually, so what we got, I think this is the most people we've had in the chat for this live stream currently. I think I asked this last time maybe. If we were to set up a P.O. box, would you guys want to send us random things? Because I saw somebody in the comments said, please do more packing videos. So they want you to do more videos of you just packing things up. Would you also like to watch us unpack things? Like take things out of boxes and place them outside of the box?
I think I don't do very many packing boxes videos just because I don't pack very much. Do you guys want to see me ship random gifts to my friends?
Yeah, that sounds really exciting.
Okay. I mean, I can show the shirt I have for Katie. I think I have a teacup in there. She's probably in the chat right now and can hear all the things I'm getting her.
Well, now she knows, so I guess you can just throw them away.
There's more in there. Okay, people say, yes, I don't have any reborns to pack. Please unpack Daisy. She's good where she's at. She's been a bit naughty.
Yeah, we had to put her in timeout because she was fighting with Nova while we were trying to do a live stream. So
they play fight, but
they play fight, I think, without Nova knowing that they're playing. So Daisy's like, I'm just biting your face. I'm just shoving you into the wall. We're having fun. And Nova's whole world's spinning, and he just doesn't know what's going on.
I think it's playful just because I've seen Daisy not being playful. And she's being playful with Nova. Nova just doesn't know she's playful. If you're bringing a doll on vacation or selling a doll, please do a box packing. Right now, because of what's going on, we probably won't go on a vacation for a while.
Yeah, probably for, quite a while. I went in the backyard earlier. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. We drove a Jeep without a top, and I got a sunburn on the top of my head because
that was a vacation.
I don't know if you guys knew, but I don't actually have really much hair up here, so it's really easy to get a sunburn there.
Yeah. This person says, how can I know if I'm getting a real reborn or a scam? So,
well, if you buy from Chelsea from
pumpkinsparklesbabies.com,
you know it's legit, and you know that it's quality, and you know that what you're getting is a great product. Go check it out. The link is where?
In most of my descriptions, but it might not be in the description right now. Before Ethan interrupts me again, you can also check out reborns.com. Ashton Drake, Paradise Galleries, and Kimby.com are great websites if you are on a budget and they are not scams. Generally, the supplies to make a reborn cost a lot of money, at least $200. So authentic reborns cost at least $200. So it's just check out the price. If it's too good to be true, it's probably not true, because I've seen a lot of really realistic dolls that look like Kinsley. Not when the lighting's bad, but Kinsley looks really good in the real light. Anyways, and they'll be like, this is $30. I'm sorry. Something like her isn't $30.
35?
Yes.
So I'll be right back. Somebody told me that I need to wear a hat. I think they were referring to, well, it was my dad. I think he was referring to when I go outside, but I'll go ahead and wear a hat.
You have a hat somewhere over here,
There's
right?
a hat over there. I'll get it.
Okay.
You should tell them about, because I saw people were saying they wanted to see this earlier. You should tell them what it was like whenever your magical, wonderful husband proposed to you at the end of your first scam story. How'd that day go?
Well, it was the last day I'm going so slow, aren't I? Okay, so it was the last day that I was going to be in Florida, and he brings me to this empty beach. It's February, so nobody's like in the water or anything. Nobody's even there. We're pretty much completely alone. And we just sat on the beach for hours talking about life, how hard being in the military is, how hard being in a long distance relationship is, and how hard it is being human sometimes.
Indeed.
But the first time I ever told Ethan, I love you, we were on a beach in Hawaii, and I ran out into the ocean with all my clothes on, and we were dancing to ourselves, singing the song Perfect by Ed Sheeran. And I told him, I love you. And
then I also said that I love you. Wait, no, I think I said what? Because it was loud, right? They were crashing waves. I think if I remember correctly, I said what? And she was like, I love you. And I'm like, I love you too. And that's how that happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening though. I was too busy wearing my hat. You told them the whole.
Well, I have to tell them how we first said I love you before I can get into the rest of it.
That's how it was. We were in the Amazon rainforest. There we were.
And then we're getting up to leave, and I just ran back out into the ocean just like I had done that night in Hawaii. And he follows me out there, and he gets down on one knee. We're in our clothes, and there's probably water up to here on him. And he gets down. I don't even remember what he said. I just remember crying so much, like, because I really do love him and think he's amazing. And I was just so happy to be able to get to spend my life with you. He gave me a promise ring before we started our long distance relationship. So he took that off my right hand and put it on my left hand.
And what I said was, help, I fell over.
Oh, okay.
The water's really cold.
So you've been trapped into this marriage this whole time?
Yeah, I was like, help, the water's really cold. Get me out of here. And she's like, I do. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? No. So, well, it was a Valentine's Day, and it was like the second to last day on your vacation out there to see me. And I was going to be going away for a while into the desert to have a wonderful party in the desert because of work, and that's where they send me. And I remember I knew that I wanted to propose to you. And I remember I talked to your dad at one point about, because he's gone on fun field trips out into the desert before.
He's gone on quite a few fun field trips.
And I asked for advice, and he said, don't leave anything unfinished.
Because if you didn't know, our field trips can be quite dangerous.
Yeah, and then I knew that I wanted to be with you.
Yeah, I love you, and I'm so grateful for you.
I love you, and I'm so glad that you mistook me for tripping in the water for the purpose. No,
you're so horrible.
Yeah. But and so I didn't have a ring or anything like that, but I had the promise ring. And I remember when I got you the promise ring, you were like, I don't know how you could.
It was beautiful. Yeah. It was a crown. Let me see if I could draw you guys it. It was so beautiful.
But yeah, she said she before I got the promise ring, she was like, I like hearts. I like tiara-shaped rings. And that's it. So I got a tiara-shaped ring made out of hearts from Pandora.
BC, I guess nice. It looks like that. It had a lot of hearts on it.
Kirsten, that literally looks like just a bunch of hearts here.
I know.
But yeah, so yeah, I just put the one ring on the other, and then we had this one custom made.
Yeah, and it's actually 2 rings.
Yeah, and fun thing about the promise ring though is whenever we went and got married at a shooting range, we
lost it.
We were there like getting ready to do the whole ring thing, and I whispered to you, I was like, hey, you have to take off the promise ring so I can put the actual ring on your hand.
And you were wearing like
I was wearing like a suit top type thing.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was a fake pocket.
So I didn't even know she put it in what was my pocket, but it was a fake pocket. So it was like about that deep, and it just fell out in the desert somewhere in the sand.
To never be seen again.
Yeah, so I ended up buying another one and replaced it, so we still have it somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably in your jewelry box, but.
Someone asked, what state are you from?
We're from.
So Ethan was born and raised in Illinois. Kirsten was born in Hawaii, grew up in North Carolina, spent quite a few of her teenage years in Nevada, went back to Hawaii for a long time, and lives in California now.
I was born in Illinois, never left Illinois, stayed in Illinois. I was there when I grew up. Joined the military, went to Texas, Texas to Hawaii, Hawaii to Florida, Florida to California, and now I'm in California. For now.
Katie says, that's okay. My husband's wedding ring lives in the ocean in Maui now. I remember that. Her husband, we were out swimming. Josie and Autumn are on the beach, and I think my mom's on the beach with them. So Katie, her husband, me, and my dad, we're out swimming. And Katie's husband loses his ring, and we're in some pretty deep water. So
it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. They tried. Dad and I think Mike were diving in there, but we couldn't find the ring.
Yeah, fun fact, when you go to the beach, you probably should take your rings and take your
definitely
glasses and
don't bring them in the ocean. I love wearing rings, so I always have had like a lot of, cheap jewelry.
What should you bring when you go? Should you bring clothes?
I mean,
like
unless you're at a beach where you don't need clothes.
So, okay.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those beaches, but I know they're out there.
Interesting. Good to know.
Katie says it's a romantic place for it to live. It is. That's a beautiful beach. That's one of my favorites. That was over at Waikiki.
Hawaii is just a beautiful place.
I know. I miss it. That's why I'm going to have a Hawaii Jeep, because I just miss Hawaii so much. Someone asked, was it love at first sight?
Well, that's tough because we worked in the same building for a while. We saw each other like once or twice before we actually knew each other.
And I am previously married. Ethan is my second marriage. So I was married to somebody else when, Ethan and I were like, hey, I work with you. Hey, I work with you. So I don't know. I guess I wasn't interested.
Yeah, but later in life, her puppies had puppies, and I wanted
and a puppy. And I was no longer in a marriage.
And I wanted a puppy, so I was like, hey, can I have a puppy? And she was like, yes, you can have a puppy. So I got a puppy, and the puppy, when I got it, I was like, this person getting rid of these puppies is pretty cool. So I kept asking her things like, how do you take care of a puppy? Do they eat things other than wall? Should they be constantly pooping on the floor?
I was on vacation in Florida, and I'm getting messages from him like this, and I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? But
my dog made a slip and slide in the living room out of his poop. Is that normal?
So we started hanging out, and then it started to become love at first sight. I think our first date, I actually really had a lot of feelings for him, but
yeah, it was I think we were trying to do the whole friends thing at first.
Yeah.
So I remember we'd always say, I like you a lot. I like you very much. and then, yeah, whenever I kept picking her up at 3 a.m. and taking her to the beach, that was when she was just like, I love you. And I was like, what? And then she's like, I love you. I'm like, speak up. Speak into my good ear. I can't hear you.
So I don't know if we have the most romantic, magical Disney dating relationship, but it's still pretty.
I think it's better because it's our story.
Yeah. Not everything has to be Disney perfect. You're so lucky, Karen. I wish I still lived 15 minutes from the beach. I used to live on the beach. My house was literally on the water, and I miss it.
We have a garden house.
I know, we do. We also have a pool.
Turn the backyard into a beach.
We have a pool now. Boop, 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 boop.
Are you reading comments? Is that what they're saying in the comments? Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop.
We watched the movie Big Hero 6 last night, and it brought back memories. And in Big Hero 6, there's this thing where they do a fist bump, and the robot goes blue, 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 blue.
No, it goes fa la la la.
Oh, now it's blue, 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 blue,
no,
blue,
it's
blue.
fa la la la.
It's blue, 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 blue.
No.
Pretty sure.
That's what the subtitle said, is fa la 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 la.
Well, that's debatable. What other stories do we have? Do we have any more of your scam stories?
I know. I was asking you that, and you just wanted to talk about the Amazon rainforest.
So we do have more scam stories. Or no?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of any, but I'm not sure right now.
You've had lots of experiences with Tamagotchis. Anything there?
Not really, other than the pink tape. The pink tape is ridiculous. Do you remember? So the first twin A I got was one. It was like the third reborn I got. Ethan was still in Hawaii with me at the time, and I got the doll, and it like the video's out there. It's on my YouTube somewhere. I got the doll, and it looked like it had been playing in the mud. It just was not well done. It looked like the paint had melted off, but I had never had a doll's paint melt off, even though I lived in Hawaii. So I messaged the lady, and she was blaming me. She was like, Hawaii's too hot for dolls. You shouldn't even have reborns. But she took it back and fixed it.
Yeah, I feel like that was not a Hawaii issue.
No, it was not, because I had a lot of dolls in Hawaii, like all kinds of dolls, and I never had them melt.
Okay, everybody apparently is saying that I am wrong about Big Hero 6.
Well,
I'm just going to make my own movie, okay? And there's going to be a robot in there, and he's going to look like a marshmallow, and he's going to go blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Are you going to call him Big Macs?
Maybe.
Yeah, Amazon is not great for reborns. They do have a lot of scams on there. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone getting an authentic reborn from Amazon. Paradise Galleries, I think, sells on Amazon.
I know I haven't got an authentic reborn.
Oh, okay.
Off of Amazon for sure. You know where I do hear people get authentic reborns from?
Where? She should pay you for your
Chelsea from Pumpkin Sparkles Babies.
She should pay you to like make ads for her that she can just air everywhere.
I feel like it's a running joke for me to bring up her name all the time. I mean, obviously, like she makes a lot of dolls for you, but there was one time where we did a live stream with her before we did live streams on YouTube as an Instagram live stream, and she was trying to do a giveaway or something,
a raffle. To raise money for charity, not charity, but old folks' homes.
And the entire time, like Kirsten and Chelsea would be talking back and forth about whatever, and I would just keep bringing up like the word for word ad for her raffle thing, and yeah, I had it memorized at one point.
You did. You had an adorable commercial.
I think I should do commercials. What do you guys think? Do I have the face for it?
You do.
Do I have the hair for it?
Yes. I really do think Chelsea should just pay you to come up with ridiculous advertisements for her, and she should air them on TV, YouTube, anywhere she can air ads.
I have never practiced written or scripted one, but would you like me to do an ad right now?
Sure.
Don't put me on. Why'd you give me so much pressure? Jeez. Okay. All right.
Your dad says he's seen baby Ethan. I think he's seen the most legit, awesome baby Ethan there is.
Me?
Yeah. You.
Okay. Hi. Do you suffer? Do you suffer from wanting a reborn that's authentic and real, but you don't know where to get one, and you're tired of there being all? You probably shouldn't drink while I'm doing this, and you're tired of being scammed by terrible people. Well, now you don't have to worry anymore, because Chelsea from Pumpkin Sparkles Babies offers affordable reborns at a competitive price. Not to mention the quality is outstanding. Now, for 3 easy payments of however much the doll is, you can have a Chelsea Pumpkin Sparkles Babies reborn too. Make sure to use the promo code Ethan to get 0% off for 3 months.
And someone says, unfortunately, she doesn't have that many up on her site right now, and I am really sorry about that. Being a people is hard, and I imagine being a reborn artist is harder because, one, it takes a really, really long time to make these dolls.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to be a puppy dog?
I would love to be a puppy or a cat.
A cat?
Yeah, then you can just nap and you can move your hands like, ooh.
Yeah, and claw people's faces and scratch them. And
that sounds wonderful.
Be angry okay, well.
That sounds like so much fun.
You're just like, yay, I get to attack people and I'm still loved. I think I would much rather be a dog because then I could be cute.
I think being a people is hard. I think being a reborn artist would be harder.
I've seen Katie. She has bunnies.
I would also like to be a bunny.
Being a bunny seems like it'd be pretty fun.
I
Are there any
would.
downsides?
No. You'd poop everywhere, but I guess that could be fun.
I think I'd still rather be a dog, because then I could go, oh.
When you could be a pillow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My dog turns into a pillow in the mornings.
Yeah.
He shoves me out of the way, off my pillow, and lays on my pillow. And if I don't let him, he lays on my head. So somebody says cats are the best. Oh, that's my mom. So I can say no. No, I'm just joking. Cats are pretty cool. We had a lot of cats growing up.
I wish I wasn't allergic to them because I think they're just so wonderful and adorable.
So here's something I wanted to bring up on this live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Is it about the Amazon rainforest?
No. This is a legit thing that I will talk about to get us at least to an hour of streaming. We thought about doing like a Twitch or a YouTube channel where we live stream while playing a video game, right? So we could play a video game and you could see the video game and you see our little faces in the corner like this.
It wouldn't be on this channel for anybody who's like, Kirsten's going to turn into a game channel. That's not what's happening here.
Yeah, no, there's some cool games that we thought it'd be fun to play together. Like there's this one that came out called It Takes Two, and essentially I guess I'm doing an ad for them now, but it's a game that's about like these two parents have a kid, and the parents are arguing. So the kid is like, I don't like when my parents argue, so now my parents are dolls. And then the dolls like travel around through the world and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have to go on an adventure to fall in love again.
Yeah, they have to go on an adventure to fall in love. Now, coming to a streaming platform near you.
You know, since they turn into dolls, maybe it would be okay on Lambie's nursery.
There you go. You can be like, how to play as a doll in a video game.
I think that would be fun, especially because I'm not good at video games. I think it'd be funny.
I think it'd be very funny because Kirsten would be like, I died for the 586th time. And I'd be like, oh, we're having so much fun.
That's what happens when we do play video games. I'll keep dying and I'll be the one that makes everything horrible for our team. And he'll just be crying in the background.
Oopsie doodles. And I'll be like, oh, I love this. This is great. Somebody says, that'd be fun. You're entertaining. I watch some of those gameplay through fun.
We just have to decide how to do it. But I really do want to do it. Okay.
Well, so Katie says her bunnies are spayed and neutered. So I guess I'll be a dog.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the video game channel is definitely impossible. What should we... We're bouncing around some ideas. What to name it.
Yeah, our friends, we came up with the group name.
It was very random. I don't think it had anything to do with anything.
I just remember we were at Buffalo Wild Wings and we just came up with it? Yes, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings.
It was like a group chat for us and our friends and stuff like that. And we came up with the name Hardcore
Kitty Litter.
Kitty Litter.
Excuse me. Let me pause. I was saying it's hard being a people. I see your comment, I see your comment, Eli. I was saying it's hard to be a people, and it is especially hard to be a reborn artist. I'm sorry. You can keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, we named our group chat Hardcore Kitty Litter.
And everybody had a cat
Everybody
name.
had a nickname in it, and there were cat names.
So we're bouncing around that idea.
Something to do with cats, even though I think I was just like talking trash about cats. So obviously, for our video game thing, we'd be wearing light up cat ears because that would be fun. Are you taking notes on this?
No, I'm going to ask you a question, but keep going.
The question she's writing down is, I'm just making stuff up.
Oh, okay.
I can't read. You know that. What color light up neon cat ears should Ethan have?
Ooh, we do need cat ears. We really do.
I'm joking about this.
I'm not. We need cat ears.
You can wear light up cat ears. I'm going to wear these ears. Okay, they don't work very well, but I'm still going to wear them. Somebody says they're a big fan.
Okay. Okay, someone explained it for me. I'm sorry, everybody.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
All right. We're 5 seconds away from an hour. We're just going to sit here for 5 seconds in silence.
We are not. I love you guys.
All right, we hit an hour.
Oh my gosh.
We're at an hour. We've been doing this for an entire hour. Kirsten, what do you have to say for yourself?
I was going to say, I love you guys so much, and I'm so thankful for all of you. I'm sorry that some of us are going through a rough patch with each other. I will try to stop being so sarcastic on TikTok, even though it is fun, and I think that's my sense of humor. But I'll try to stop being so mean.
Have you seen have you guys seen the TikToks that Kirsten makes with me?
I put them on Instagram, a lot of them. A lot of the ones I think are funny, I'll put them on Instagram.
I think I'm hilarious.
You are.
Yeah. I made up this whole skit where people were asking for free dolls, and so I traveled to Santa's workshop.
But a lot of people think that's legit. Like, they really think we know Santa.
Well.
And I'm concerned, but that's okay.
I wish I knew Santa.
I do too. Anyway.
Should we see how long we can have dead air?
No. I'm like I was saying, guys, I'm really sorry to those of you I've been offending all weekend. I feel bad. I'm going to start trying to put out videos. I don't know when I can put out my next video because I got to go to work for the rest of the week. But I've been trying to put out videos anyways. I'm sorry. I'm stressed. I'm going to try,
Stop saying sorry. It's okay.
I just feel so bad. I make so many people so mad.
People have lives, and people have things going on, and you have things going on. It's all right. Well, people love our live stream that we're doing right now, and they think I'm hilarious. I can
you are. But I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be better, and I love you, and I hope you guys can forgive me. I know not everybody's mad, but enough are mad at me.
Nobody's mad at you. Look at all these people watching it. They love you. Tell Kirsten how much you love her. Say, Kirsten, you're so cool. I bet you can do backflips and stuff. She can. I mean, I've never seen her do one, but I'm pretty sure you can do a backflip if you put your mind to it.
Probably. Do you vaccinate the babies?
Look, somebody says, Kirsten, I love your sarcasm.
Thank you. And no, I don't vaccinate my dolls. I don't think they really need anything to help them out.
I actually do vaccinate your dolls.
Oh, good. Do they like being stabbed? Did you talk to Chelsea first to make sure the stuff going in their arms was okay?
No, it's mostly paint.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. You just inject them with paint?
Speaking of which, you know what we should do? You should go grab the dolls that we made the other week for people that haven't seen them. So last week we painted some dolls with Kirsten's parents, and they turned out really good, I think. Kirsten, should you go get them or should I go get them?
I think they can check out the last.
Yeah, that's true. Go watch the entire last live stream and find out.
Or skip to the end.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Watch the entire live stream and see how much fun we had making the dolls and how cool they turned out. Then tell us which one was the best.
You know, people all the time are telling me to make, or not just make more of those dolls, but like make a bunch of them to sell to people. Those dolls.
Why? I mean, they're really good. Yeah, no, we should sell them.
They're great.
I think we could sell them for
$1.
3 easy payments of $500.
Or what's $1 divided by 3?
That would be 33 cents.
Oh.
Or you could round up to
3
34.
easy installments of 33 cents.
There you
go. Okay. I really think we should go, though. Thank you guys all so much for being here.
We just got up to 40 viewers, though. 41 viewers. Oh, my God.
Oh, what would you like to talk about then?
Bring all of your family to watch what we're doing.
We're not doing anything. Oh.
We should talk about how cool. We're back down to 40. I'm just going to watch a number and just tell you every time it changes.
Thanks.
I'm excited for the video game thing. I think that'd be really neat, especially to watch how great you are. It's just a matter of getting it all set up. We have to test some things. So maybe next weekend we'll do a live stream on Lambie's nursery.
We're on Lambie's nursery.
I know we're gonna do this.
Oh, the video
on Lambie's nursery, and then we'll be like, hey, go check out our other whatever, or our Twitch or something like that. And
yeah, we're slow at figuring things out.
We've had a busy weekend. I don't think.
No, we've had a busy few months.
Since probably Friday or Thursday, I don't think I've had a chance to like just sit down and breathe. So
just, you know, that nice feeling when you've just been going and going for days and your butt just sits down and you don't have to think about anything, and it's like all the stress, you feel it leaving your body.
Yeah.
I miss that feeling.
We got up this morning and we were getting all of our vehicles ready, because if you have been watching from the beginning, we bought a new vehicle today. So we're getting our other 2 vehicles that we're trading in. We're getting them ready, and we go to the dealer. We trade them in. Yeah, it seems like forever ago. We trade them in. We get the new vehicle. We drive it back. We stopped a couple places on the way back, and then we get home, and it's like 4 hours after we're supposed to do, or it was like 3 hours after we would originally start doing the live stream, and I was like, oh, we're finally home. And then I remember you were like, can you help me set up for the live stream? And I'm like, okay, let's do it. But it's fun though. I look forward to it. I enjoy doing the live stream.
We really do. We look forward to this all week.
It's true. It's probably the funnest part of the week. That and getting home and petting our dogs.
This is the highlight of my week. I said it on TikTok recently when someone was like, why don't you just start becoming a reborn artist? And it's because I don't.
Would you like me to read some of these comments? They say Kirsten rocks.
Oh,
I love
thank
you.
you.
You two are awesome.
Thank you. I was going to say that people want me to become a reborn artist, but I barely have time to sleep. So I was going somewhere with that. Oh, so I don't have time to sleep. I'm super busy, but this is what I look forward to. This is why I'm okay with not sleeping a lot. When I'm sad at work,
we just
and I'm
hit a
like,
record of dead air. That was like that was 5 solid seconds.
Yeah.
I think
we're just tired.
For future goals in this live stream, I think I would like to be able to get up to 15, maybe even 17 seconds of dead air without everybody just being like, all right, I'm out. Do you think we could get to that? 15.
I think I would end the stream first.
Yeah. So it's going to be us not making a sound while I'm trying to fight Kirsten from turning off the stream. That would be pretty entertaining, right?
That'd be boring.
Would be knocking your dolls over, That'd be pretty cool.
You guys are so silly.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm you guys.
And our friends here. There's a lot of people right now.
Somebody says, "Oh my gosh, you made babies. That's exciting. Go check out the other live stream from last week. It's pretty cool." Her parents made 2, or her parents each made 1. We each made 1.
So there were 4.
There were 4 of them. Mine was the best, undoubtedly the best.
Had a beard.
Yeah, it had a beard. It was a infant child with a beard.
Your dad, see, your dad's comment is why I don't think we could do this. I don't think we could be quiet for 17 seconds. I think we both probably failed the quiet game as kids. Help.
I tried. I think I got to 7. A silent wrestle would be hilarious. That would be pretty hilarious. Is that possible?
Wrestling?
And making absolutely no sounds.
I think we'd have to put up this whole area a totally different way to show us wrestling on the ground. If we tried to do that, you'd just be staring at kids like.
Oh, your mom would like to correct and say that we didn't paint them. We painted them. We did not make them.
Yeah, they were Behringer JC Toys dolls, and we painted them.
That's probably it's probably good that you pointed that out, because if not, you were gonna get 500 comments being like, "Can you make me one?"
I know. And do you sell a Real Care Baby? I do not have any Real Care Babies right now. I'm not too interested in them right now, so I don't have anything to sell you.
Those are the ones that scream and yell, right?
Yeah.
I'm not too interested in them either. Not gonna lie.
I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart that I don't have much for sale right now. I have one doll for sale, but it's only on Instagram that I'm selling it. And
Where can they follow you on Instagram?
Lambies_dollies. Over on Instagram, I'm selling an real born baby ever, but I'm only selling it on there. I'm only selling to those who are over 18 years old and only through PayPal. I'm being very strict. I'm sorry.
Do you accept high fives?
Sure.
Okay, it's mine now, so I'm accepting high fives. So you can pay for it in high fives.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. You? How did you feel after your weekend was up with that real care baby? The one I took care of in high school, tired, really tired. The one I took care of on this channel, and I have a video of it, I did 72 hours with it. I was exhausted. I
remember you telling you to just stop.
Yeah, I remember I'd wake, and rooms are dark when you sleep. At least my room is, so I wasn't able to film at night. So I don't know why I would keep it on at night because I wasn't able to film it.
Luckily,
and I was a horrible mom. I was just like propping up its bottle and like half asleep rocking it. I was a bad
I didn't
mom.
live with you at that time, did I?
No, you were in Florida.
Thank God.
Yeah, you just thought it was a horrible idea. I don't know. It was fun. I learned a lot about the doll and how it works, and I was able to memorize its cries and what they meant.
Somebody says you're the best reborn channel.
Oh, thank you. That's
Somebody's
too
so
sweet.
happy they found your channel.
That's really too sweet.
Somebody's never seen a man in the same room with a reborn.
Wow, really? I don't see that comment.
Right there.
Oh.
Yeah. It's true.
Have you ever touched Kinsley before?
Yes. Story time. Kirsten and me often work opposite shifts, so we'll pass each other like going to and from work. And Kirsten would leave like her Kinsley doll after she got it like somewhere, usually sitting in the living room or something like that.
Yeah, I'd have it sitting in a chair in the living room watching cartoons.
Yeah.
With the dogs.
Yeah, because we have to turn on cartoons for the dogs because they're toddlers, basically. That way they don't destroy the house and they watch TV. But so Kirsten would be at work in the afternoons, and after I get home from my morning shifts, I would take Kinsley and I would put her somewhere in the house doing something crazy like climbing up the cabinets or...
She cooked her doll one day.
One time she was like on top of a pot that had her like doll or something in it, and
she tried to light the house on fire one day.
Yeah, she was chasing her doll with a lighter.
Oh, we had her rolling down the banister, or I guess you did.
Yeah, I made it look like she was sliding down the banister, but I just had her zip tied to it. Yep. I'm very creative. Our dogs are crying. I think they want our attention.
Yeah. Daisy doesn't like live streams because we don't pay attention to her during them.
Poor Daisy. Maybe if we say her name a bunch, she'll feel like we're paying attention to her.
Are you going to buy a baby clown? No, I don't think I enjoy baby clowns very much, but if you want a baby clown, you should definitely buy a baby clown.
I think that would be cool. To have like something didn't sound like it just hit the window.
It did.
Maybe it was a bird. I don't know.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I think the reborns that look. Can you guys hear our dog moaning in the background? She's like, "Ah, pay attention to me." But yeah, no, I think the reborns that are like different, like the Avatar baby you made or stuff like that. I think those are kind of cool.
I like a lot of them. I just also don't like other lot of them.
What are we gonna eat tonight?
I don't know.
What's for dinner?
I don't know.
Should we talk about what's for dinner on live? What do you guys think we should eat for dinner? Say tacos.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people put trigger warnings on food, so I'm not sure if
we should talk about food.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Should we? I don't know, a way to talk around this. I'm sorry, I want dinner.
I think Daisy wants dog food.
I think she does. She doesn't like. She likes when she gets to steal food from our plates. Oh, I have one last story, and we're kind of getting lower on viewers, but go ahead.
Karen keeps asking, how did you discover the reborn dolls? Should we talk about how I discovered them?
You found one.
Well, no. I guess that's actually the start of my reborn channel. Is I found a bunch of reborn YouTubers and doll YouTubers, and I was like, I could have a baby born doll and make a channel. And that's what I did. I had a baby born and a Love-A-Bella doll, and I started this channel. But I was really, really broke at the time, and I didn't have enough for a reborn because reborns are a bit expensive. And I don't know. I guess I discovered them through YouTube.
Do you like my hat?
It's adorable.
Thanks.
Baked potatoes with tuna. That might be decent. Be amazing.
I've never had baked potatoes with tuna before. Sounds interesting for sure.
We'd have to rethink the tuna. Because we made tuna steaks recently, and they weren't my favorite.
You know what we could have is potato tacos.
We could. Potato tacos are wonderful.
Yeah, but that's what we're going to eat tonight, the choice. All right, but I have an important story. I keep getting sidetracked, and this is whenever you finish and publish this video, if anybody goes back and watches this, you need to have something at the beginning that says, make sure to watch to 1 hour and 16 minutes because that is where it gets juicy. Because it's about to get juicy, okay? This story
I guess I'll write that
will
down.
change your life.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm interested.
There it was today. We got back from bringing the Jeep, okay? And I was bringing stuff into the house. Like I had my coffee cup from this morning. I had water bottles that I brought. And I'm just bringing everything in the house. And I set the coffee cup on the coffee table. Go back outside to grab some more stuff. Come back inside. And you'll never guess what I found. I found our dog licking the top. Oh, we got to shut this off.
Oh, because it's Tangle? You not like Tangle?
Well, no, let's just change the screen. I'm just going to shut off. It's way easier that way. Okay. Yeah, it's actually a TV back there that we play things on to make it look like we're at Disney. Daisy was licking the top of my coffee cup, like just. And now I'm thinking back in my mind, has my coffee cup ever tasted like Daisy's breath before?
Well, maybe that's why Daisy's crying. She's all jacked up on coffee. And she wants our attention to tell us she's hyper.
I think I might just have to throw the coffee cup away.
Someone asked, where are you guys from? That's a hard question.
Narnia?
That's such a hard question for me to answer. Like, do you mean where do I live right now or my whole history of places?
We should let them come visit us. All you have to do is go into the back of your wardrobe, push the coats aside, walk through, keep pushing coats, and eventually you'll come into a snowy area and there'll be a little man there named Mr. Thomas, and he'll greet you. And he's a fawn? Is that what they're called? And he'll be like, would you like some crumpets? And what is it? Something Turkish delights? And you'll be like, of course I would. And then they'll take you to a kingdom far, far away called Narnia, which is where we live. I lived in the West Wing next to the Minotaurs. And that's where you can come find us, in Narnia. That's where we live. So I don't know what else to say. I'm one potato tacos.
I am down to go eat. We love you guys. It has been a big, crazy day. I don't even know if we've eaten today.
I don't know if we've eaten either. I had coffee.
Yeah.
Daisy had coffee, apparently.
Yeah, we've had a big day. We kind of just got home and we're like, let's do a live stream. We're not going to eat.
Yeah.
We should probably eat.
We walked in the door, and after I brought everything in, Kirsten's like, hey, I'm getting the live stream ready. It'll be good in like 20 minutes. I'm like, I guess so. Yeah.
So thank you guys for being here. We'll try to do something fun next weekend.
Next week's going to be really cool because hopefully we'll have the video game thing going right after. And we'll have a cool, awesome subject and to talk about. And then they can watch us play video games and have so much fun.
Yes, and it'll totally be related to this channel because we're going to turn into dolls.
And we might even have potato tacos then as well.
Okay, we're just going to eat and talk at the same time. Daisy might enjoy this.
Currently, my stomach says that's a great idea. But after I eat 20 of them, maybe not. All right. Well, bye.
Bye. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
You want to kiss them too?
Oh.